It's like I've never wanted this day to come, especially ever since I've became immersed into the 100. I knew this day was going to come to fruition, but it didn't strike you until this minute because of the fact that now after this episode, you're going to have to wait until like March, April of 2020 until you can react to your next episode of the 100. Whereas if you've been following me, I have been saying it's just been really weird because around this time last year, I was planning on reacting to the 100. And I was teasing this to being the secret show in the fall of 2018, yeah? And now here we are. We're at the finale, the final episode of season 6. So yeah, it's a surreal feeling, but we've also got more grim news to bring up, which is the fact that the 100 is ending next season. So, I mean, some could say, especially with a several season lifespan and it ending at 100 episodes, it's kind of bittersweet. It's had such a long life. But I think when you love a show so much, you never want it to end, even if it's had like so many seasons. And not just that though, but it's on the list of Arrow, which I know is ending this year, but in the space of a year, I'm losing Arrow, I'm losing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm losing this, and the OA's just gotten binned. But hey, we're going to keep 13 Reasons Why, aren't we? Yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here. This is the final episode of Season 6 to what has been a spectacular Season 6, which, if I'm going to rank this season overall in terms of where it stands, with 4 being the highest, I don't know. I want to say it's second, but I think I want to say it's probably third, maybe behind season 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think that seems pretty fair. I don't know. This season has been spectacular. All the seasons have been spectacular in their own degree, and I've just really loved this the story so much. It's just been crazy. I actually want to say it's my second favorite season. I'm having that same issue with what I had with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where I didn't know where to rank season 6, because it's just so good that, do you want to call it, well, it is my own opinion at the end of the day, but that's the thing. Like, season 2 of season 2 of the 100 was so spectacular that I really enjoyed that so much. But I don't know. I have no idea. I'll probably decide sometime in the future. But we will exit that debate right now and continue on the present, because a lot of shenanigans are happening on the Allegiance ship after the Lightborns plus another Lightborn in Josephine. They boarded the Allegiance ship and have a few hostages with Indra and co. aiming their guns. Shit could go down at any moment, and I'm really excited to see how that does transpire. But we are going to continue our tradition where the season finale is going to present us with our favourite characters and favourite episodes before we do get into this episode. So I think I always started off with the character, so I'm going to switch things up a bit. So I think, especially for top 3 episodes, I really loved The Faith Behind the Glass, which was the episode that Clark got Josephined. Really shocking stuff indeed. Nevermind has to be up there. Nevermind was just a really phenomenally done episode, and Eliza was so superb during that. Episode 10, I have a weak spot for, especially with that Bellark scene, which the last time I reacted to a ship on that level was episode 12 of season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. You guys who watch both shows know how I was during that episode, but yeah, it was just, that was, I just couldn't during the review. It took me a bit to process, and it was just, yeah. And characters I've really loved. Of course, Clark and Bellamy. Clark especially is with Eliza portraying Josephine as well. Like, I feel like this has been a fantastic year for Eliza in terms of incredible acting, because she pulled off Josephine spectacularly, and we really hated her character so much. And not just that though, but the level of emotion that she portrayed as well this season was stellar. Especially the last episode where she had to hold it in on both occasions with Maddie and with what they did to Abby. Bellamy has had a fantastic arc this season. I always enjoy following his story. Murphy, his story has been phenomenal, especially since he died in episode 2 and then was brought back, and he was having this morality complex. He didn't want to go to hell, so his story has been superb stuff to see. And we also saw Maddie's transition as well, which I still kind of enjoy, like, in terms of like, I still advocate what she did in a sense. Don't advocate the fact that Shade Header is corrupting her, but I mean, those Lightborn people deserved it. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed how they've added this complexity to, like, for Maddie's path. Like, they haven't just put her in the background, or they haven't struggled to decide what to do with her. They gave her this corruption storyline, which has worked out a treat, and hopefully will get resolved in this episode. Fingers crossed, because I don't think Clark needs to be dealing with that after Abby's death in the last episode. Russell has been a fantastic adversary, reminding me of Dante from season 2. But yeah, last episode, all bets were off. I hate him. I absolutely hate him. Toss him in the lava. Octavia's story has been really spectacular as well, with this redemption story that she's been on. Like, I did have a feeling we were going this direction, but of course you have to, I feel, especially with season 7 being the end. But after season 5 was just full of misery and hatred, and how season 5 ended, the signs were there, weren't they? So, and the redemption part in the second half, especially, as well as her interactions with Dioza, which I do expect a post-credit scene of just Dioza just walking out with a kid, saying, like, with all the bodies of the primes or whatever on the floor, and she's like, well. But yeah, her story, her redemption story in the second half has been pretty solid as well. So yeah, I've really enjoyed what this season has on offer, and I think the whole concept this season with going to Sanctum, with body snatch, wannabe Time Lords, as I like to call it, has been a really interesting addition into the show's mythology. It's a nice inclusion and a scary one, but a one that deals with that like, good versus bad debate about the whole because we know it's bad, but the Lightborns are so convinced this is a good way to surpass death, for survival. And seeing that complexity, seeing that struggle, has just been a really interesting dynamic this season. So yeah, but with that said, let's get on with the final episode of season 6 of the 100. This is The Blood of Sanctum. Let's go.
We kill you. You didn't think this through. 1.
That numbers outmatch you.
2. Weapons down. No.
Yeah, she's not gonna waver to her family member.
Told you.
The guy getting.
They suck, but they do come in handy.
Josie. What say you?
Are you kidding? It's brilliant. A little genocide, a long nap. What the hell? Let's be explorers.
Exactly. Exactly the mindset that I will adopt. A little genocide, a little nab. All in a day's work.
Crimes are not gods, they are liars. And murderers.
Ah, shit! So choose your... Oh.
You don't have to do this.
The sister... Oh my god.
We're not your enemy.
No, you're a disease, and this is the cure. Your blood, or the blood of Sanctum.
Cultists, am I right? Crazy.
Help them to their feet.
You heard her.
Murphy and Amori just
We'll escort your holiness.
owning royalty. Like, I love it.
The child of Gabriel stays.
Let's go.
Brothers. I missed you.
Oh!
Gabriel's waiting. He'll know what to do.
It's their fault Russell left us! Kill them!
Ah, yeah, this is gonna turn uglier. Anything to defend Russell.
No.
Oh, the jig's up. Jig's up. Your daughter's dead and I'm glad.
Not for Josie.
I can't let you.
Dear
do this.
Dubs. You know what? I know he might be... He's super emotional and he's genuine and losing Josie,
Alright.
but...
Second hard drive's jacked in.
I'm just gonna say it anyways.
Whoa.
Fuck your crocodile tears after what you did to Abby.
From village to village, butchering anyone who refused to kneel.
Oh,
Their families too.
sounds like he's got a
You cannot let this
Targaryen complex.
creature command one crow.
I know, Mother. If we fail, I'll take her life. And how about we don't
That you
fail?
want to,
Thanks
but
to Becca's book. We're past the AI
you serve
security.
Maddie, not
If I'm
Shade
right,
Header.
Clark, I've been pretending to. Now let's lock them up and go
Nope.
save Maddie.
Nope, nope. I'm gonna look like an idiot, or
Don't move.
I just know she's
Keep your
playing
hands
her
where I can see them.
emotions.
What's my father's name?
Yep. Another switch. Another parent floated. Well, again, that's not Abby, but still. Just want to give Clark a hug. You know, it sucks, doesn't it? Go on, Octavia? I thought it would be Echo.
I don't understand. We told them the truth. Why are they still doing this?
If they accept the truth, their lives mean nothing.
Exactly, they've got to fight for something.
That's why I burnt the
Side by side. Like it was meant to be.
My Blakes.
I guess it's time to do better.
Exactly.
The country crew said you were strong. But you're as weak as her.
Bitch! Piss off!
Has made you so.
Just because no one wants to kiss your pathetic ass. Oh.
She's come up on I'm gonna.
Yes! 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 She broke through. Huh. That's the power of love, isn't it? Fight long enough so they can kill the flame.
What's wrong with feeling?
And hopefully no one cuts you off at 99% because that's annoying.
You're okay.
we're not gonna lose
Not the
two
commander
people.
anymore.
Nope, that's a loss, but you're alive, which is a win.
Thank you.
Oh, Ray. Oh, oh no. Oh, shoot.
The glory and grace of me.
I'm not gonna lie, I would take John Murphy as a ruler. Wouldn't be saying that in season 1, but season 6 John Murphy? When you weren't looking.
Sorry about this. You used to look a nice guy.
Oh, at least
I got these guys!
good kisser, okay.
Away from the tavern!
Now I'm now wondering about Murphy's sexuality. Just enjoying this chaos, Gabriel. Just one more punch for the knockout.
Took your time. Like I was tougher.
Holy shit! Oh, bloody hell, Octavia!
Go. Check on the others.
Palsy!
Okay.
No, but I've been studying it for 150 years. We call it the anomaly stone.
Yeah,
You must have gotten it on the other side.
I was gonna say the anomaly, because he's been studying that.
Still think you were gone for only a few seconds.
Huh.
But these people had peace before we got here.
It's like once you
sure you're
speak
okay?
through him.
Fine. Yeah.
So Jordan's remaining here.
Tell me it was worth it.
Hey, you did. You did do better. I have to believe that that matters.
Just kiss her. Just. Oh my god. Just kiss her.
Some of the symbols on her back are red. It's a code.
Very good. We're about to find out what it's for.
May I see the drawing, please?
Ooh. This is exciting. This is really, 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 really exciting. The end of the universe is coming. It's always that. It's always that, isn't it?
No. Can't be right. Let me see the tattoo again. Must have got something wrong.
Quiet.
Wait, just have patience. Ooh, whoa. Hey,
I'm sorry, Octavia.
let's hope.
Octavia! What's happening?
Tell him it's done.
Woo. No, piss off, no. Wait, what? Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, so that was something. That was really, really something. I don't think Octavia's dead. I mean, I hope she isn't, but I don't think she's dead. But if she is, then we're having words. But I don't think she's dead. I mean, being stabbed is not her first rodeo, of course, because Echo did stab her and we thought all hell was breaking loose, and then she survives. This is left... the fate of Octavia, however, is, like, they left you guessing for an entire year. So I have a feeling Octavia is still going to be alive. I'm not as worried as I was with episode 5, was it, of season 4? I think it was episode 4 of season 4, but I'm not as worried. But yeah, she just got Thanos. Thanos has Diosa, doesn't he? Oh god, he's back. No, just the way she just disappeared into the anomaly energy. It was like the snap all over again, wasn't it? Just expecting half of the 100 crew to be wiped out. But yeah, it seems like we're going to be dealing with the anomaly next season, and I don't know, are we going to do a bit of time traveling potentially? Because it seems to indicate it, especially with Hope, who is not the 7-year-old kid that I expected to see, but is like 20 years old. So yeah, it was a very interesting twist, and Diosa didn't come out because she's been held captive by someone. So yeah, but like I said, I'm not as worried for Octavia. It seemed like they made a deal anyway, so it seemed like Octavia knew she was going to get stabbed, and that would, yeah. Plus, not just that though, but we know the anomaly can heal wounds, like the old arm of Octavia, like that was cleaned. So I do have hope that I do have expectancy Octavia is going to survive. But still, it's gonna fuck up Bellamy's. It's gonna fuck him up so much. I am very interested to see where both characters do go. Both Clark and Bellamy do go in terms of their mindset next season, because Clark had to do something that she did not want to do and see her parent die, and now she's without a parent figure. Now she's without Abby, and Bellamy has lost Octavia, especially after they made amends. Like, that's just the writer. That's just Jason being a complete dick. No, in all seriousness, it will be very interesting to see where things do go following Octavia's abduction. Because even if they didn't make amends, I would imagine I think Bellamy might feel worse with Octavia being captured, because he try to shrug Octavia away. So let's go into another dimension where Bellamy does not forgive Octavia, and they didn't have that scene earlier on in this episode, side by side like it should be. Oh, that was beautiful. I think he would have a lot of guilt. There would be that feeling that she died thinking I hated her. So I think he would be worse off if they didn't make amends. So I think this is in any case of Octavia being captured, or being sent by that anomaly energy, I think them making amends was it was the best that Bellamy could hope for. But still, it's not going to help him whatsoever, is it? Because he just saw not just Octavia being taken by the anomaly energy, but she's just got stabbed as well. So yeah, and we know how much hurt he was feeling when he thought Octavia died in season 4. His world shattered. So that's why I'm really going to be interested to see how Bellamy's mindset is going to be in season 7, as well as Clark's, of course, with her mother totally being gone, and she was confirmed to be totally gone because Russell double checked to make sure that that nothing similar to Clark happened to Abby. So yeah, but it was really, really great stuff to see. It was really great stuff to have this finale. It wasn't as chaotic as last season, I would say. There was some chaotic things going on, especially at Sanctum, especially the woman setting herself on fire. But I think last year was a lot more chaotic with the whole Earth is totally gonzoed. And we still had this war going on with the Allegis guys. So, yeah, but it was still very, very juicy of a finale where we saw Maddie just losing total control and Shadeheader seemingly uploading himself into the mainframe of the Elijah ship. So that's going to be fun stuff to see. Retreating like a coward. We saw everything go down on the Elijah ship with Russell and co, and yeah, it was just really hectic. It was still very, very hectic, like especially on the ground, especially with Murphy having to pose as Daniel, and he had that kiss. So yeah, with Daniel's boyfriend, so that was something. And I'm glad that Amori let it slide, because it's not like Murphy was like, okay, well, I'm ready to cheat on you and all of that. She knows the score. She knows that that guy thought he was Daniel. So yeah, but it was still very, very great of an episode. A great finale. Oh, man, I feel so bad for Clark, like, in this episode. Like, especially when she was ready to kill herself because she's already lost Abby and she could not stomach losing Maddie as well. It was like her whole world was crashing down, and I really loved that scene at the end where, as well as the sunset, it was really beautiful, where she asked Belle to tell her if she did good. I thought it was really beautiful. As much as it hurts to say this, I am preparing for the possibility that Bellark might not happen in the show. Because I feel like Echo, like if they're not going to break up Becco, I feel like she would need to die, if anything, like earlier on in season 7. She might do, you never know, but crazy things have happened in the show. But I am preparing for the possibility that Bellark is, sadly, and as nonsensical as it is, because especially after that episode 10, like, the Bellark vibes were real. I am preparing for the possibility that they might not be together in the show. I think they are together in the book, so I can always turn to them. It's just that Eliza and Bob are two fantastic characters, and I don't know if it's a part of their marriage you want to see fleshed out on screen and all that. I mean, they are different. They're different in real life to who they are on screen, but I think their chemistry just works so well, and when two characters who you do ship work so well, you just want to see them get together. Like Fitzsimmons and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like Ian and Liz are both amazing actors who you could not ship. Like, you cannot unship them. So, yeah. But I am preparing for that possibility, as sad as it might seem. But yeah, I thought that scene was really beautiful. As well as Clark, like I said, threatening to kill herself. The power of love conquering Shadeheader and bringing Maddie out for just that small bit of time before they were able to fully, this time, get Shadeheader out until he seemingly connected himself to the rest of the ship. So yeah, there seems to be that possibility to deal with in season 7. And there's also seems to be something going on with Jordan, potentially. I mean, he's staying back, so this might be his goodbye. But there was a weird shot with the man who was clearly focused, and then he had something. So I'm not so sure what that's all about, but there was a bit of Murphy. There was a bit of Monty coming out of Jordan when he was talking about these people had peace before we came along. So yeah, I thought that was pretty heartbreaking. But yeah, well, at least we got to see him before he before the season ended, because we didn't see him until he was stabbed by Maddie. So yeah, but he was undergoing his adjustment protocol until that was all sorted out. So yeah. But yeah, the bits on Sanctum where the rave party was happening basically was pretty fun. Especially with how Murphy confronted the whole situation. And yeah, like I said, Murphy can just be a leader any day. He's just phenomenal. And Shadeheader did save Maddie's skin because Russell was going to kill Maddie, but he didn't foresee the fact that something else took over Maddie and decided to make this deal. So technically, Shadeheader did save Maddie's skin because after Clark floated, another bloody switch. If we don't, like, I will be disappointed if the 100 ends and we do not have a switch, because it's a running theme at this joke. It's a running joke at this point, and I can't really complain. But I was just like, oh, it's another switch, isn't it? So yeah, but yeah, Russell thought he could make a deal with Maddie with Shadeheader when after he saw his entire people floated out by Clark. What's really interesting though is, well, first off, it was great to go in a bit of more backstory about Shadeheader through Indra's story. But also it's very interesting that Russell survived this episode. And I think he's the first villain since, I guess, Anya to survive one season going into another, though that doesn't say much in terms of Anya because she got shot like for her first episode back. So yeah, but that opened the door for Lexa, didn't it? And I don't really see Dioza as I wouldn't say Dioza was a bad character ending season 5 because she was siding with the good people. So yeah, so yeah, I think she's the first villain to. I mean, you could say, well, the Grounders technically, but in terms of notable figures, I guess that Russell is the first person, the first notable figure to transcend from one season to another in terms of villainy. So that's pretty interesting to pick up upon. But yeah, it was a pretty intense finale. I was really invigorated with the symbols on Octavia's back, which led to us going further into the anomaly and now into season 7. So yeah, but it was a really great episode, and my heart broke for Clark so much when she had to give up her mother, although it wasn't her mother. But you get the idea. It was still Simone was still wearing Abby's face, and it was still heartbreaking for Clark to do that. So yeah, but it is very interesting to see how next season could go with the anomaly. So I'm really excited for this. But yeah, it's not my favorite finale by any means, but it was a solid finale in terms of closing things up with Russell and defeating him, as well as adding some intrigue with next season and shock value right at the end, thinking, oh god, please tell me nothing bad's happened to Octavia. But like I said, I do have hope because they seemingly killed her off in the finale, and like it's a long wait, so I don't think she's done. And like I said, I think the anomaly does heal any wounds and whatnot, or anything that does harm a person, like it did with Octavia's arm. So I do have a bit of hope, but it still adds that shock value, and it still adds that intrigue about who has Dioza and everything else going. It was just a really chaotic final 5 minutes, especially, and I really am excited to see what they do with the anomaly in season 7. But yeah, that's all my 100 reactions done until next year. I want to thank everyone who has, whether you joined from the very start or joined in season 5 or season 6, I want to thank everyone who has followed me along with this journey. You've been amazing people, and I have absolutely loved this show. I will say it is one of the best shows that I have watched. And I remember people were a bit pissy with the fact that I replaced The Flash season 5 with this. No regrets whatsoever. because this all these seasons I've not had a bad word. There have been some weak moments in the 100, but no show is perfect. Even Doctor Who, even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they will have their kryptonites at some point. And this show has just been superb all the way through, and I have never had a moment where I never wanted to watch, like, I have been like, I don't want to watch the 100 today. This show has been superb, and like I said, I want to thank everyone who has shown their support and who has been incredible people during this past year. I love you all, and here's to the final season of the 100. But yeah, that's it for another year, and then one more time. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my 100 reactions if you've missed any on the right. You can also just subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!